Hello and welcome to another episode of the Post Class Podcast, the only podcast where a bunch of teenagers pretend to know more than the people that actually get paid to do this. I am Malachi, your host once again, and I am joined once again, as always, by TJ.
Yo,
And today is a very special basketball episode. We are going to be telling you about our Western Conference predictions. But before we get into that, as always, pleasantries. TJ, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Chilling as always, getting ready for the start of the season. We were recording this right before school starts. School starts in about a week and a half for me. So,
For me, I start tomorrow, unfortunately.
death, death to TJ. And then,
Which I, which I don't understand because we're gonna get a 4-day weekend. They're gonna give us Friday off anyway.
exactly, to start after Labor Day.
I'm saying that's what it always was till like last year.
Exactly. That's why you don't live in Virginia.
It's just my district specifically too, which I hate.
Yeah, I'm dropping the whole low. They finna find you now. They know your state. They know your district weird. They finna find you. Speaking of weird districts, we're going to get into our Western Conference predictions. The NBA doesn't know what East and West is, but that's not the point because the Grizzlies are in the West, and
Yeah.
so are the Pelicans. And never mind. But we're gonna get into this. We are doing what we think is gonna happen in the regular season 1 through 15. There is nothing happening in the world of basketball right now. This is the absolute death of the off season. So there's nothing really to get into. So we can hop straight into it. I'll start with me with my 15. My 15 is the Portland Trail Blazers.
That is mine as well.
Yeah. So again, the West is stacked. This team is buns. They don't know what they're doing. They need another high draft pick to even like get a semblance of anything. So, I just feel like they need a couple more years in the rebuilding tank. I don't know about you.
Hey, but Anthony Simmons, the GOAT, carrying that team on his literal back.
Yeah, it's gonna be Anthony Simmons and a bunch of role players. Did they have a high draft pick this year?
They had drafted Scoot Henderson last year. I don't know who they picked this year.
Yeah, but just two lottery picks just battling it out, praying for them. And speaking of praying, we're gonna go to my 14 because I'm praying for Stephen Curry. This is where I have the Golden State Warriors.
That is criminal, bro. That's criminal. That's actually criminal.
Are you telling me that you had them higher?
Yeah.
Well, let's get into this because this year, if LeBron doesn't get traded to Golden State, or if Steph doesn't get traded to the Lakers, it's Steph Curry, a WWE superstar, and jobbers. That's about it. It's a whole bunch of G League players, Roman Reigns and Steph Curry. That's about it. Roman Reigns is Draymond Green for y'all
Yeah.
unrelated sports fans. It's literally just the Steph Curry show. And we saw what happens when it's just a Steph Curry show in 2020. They were the 13th seed. The West has gotten more stacks since then, and without like half the teams in the West getting injured, I feel like Golden State is they're just gonna have to struggle.
At 14, don't hate me, but I got the Houston Rockets.
What?
Yeah,
Get
I mean,
what?
the Houston Rockets. You
You're
heard me.
gonna hate where I have the Houston Rockets.
Nah, but like Houston Rockets, like they got kind of good young core, but they just don't seem to like. I mean, they all like flashy, like good finishers, but like they can't like come together, and set like a good piece, to try to get that win. But like, I just don't see Houston like being any better.
We're gonna come back to this in like a lot of picks because I have them relatively high. Um, at my 13, I have the Utah Jazz. I have nothing to
Okay,
say
okay.
about the Utah Jazz. They're just the Utah Jazz. We think they're gonna be good at the beginning of every season, and then they collapse, and then Lowry Markkinen does something crazy around like January, They don't get an all-star. They suck, and then we rinse repeat the next year. No, see Utah Jazz.
You said that was your 13?
That was my 13.
And at my 13, I got the Utah Jazz. I mean, Larry Marketing, we were supposed to get him this offseason, but I don't know what happened. But pray for Larry Marketing, get his team a chip, or even to the postseason, honestly. But yeah, I don't see them like having anything exciting happening for them.
Hey, we need that amazing Jordan Clarkson game though. I hope he pops off. That yearly Jordan Clarkson game finna be lit. At my number 12, we're going to a team that used to be very, very good and is now just going to be a bit mediocre. I have the San Antonio Wembanyamas. I think that they're going to be much better. I think that that addition of CP3 is really going to help them. But I also feel like it's just a really, really stacked Western Conference. And with that, it's still a couple of years until Wemby really takes that MVP jump, which is what this team is going to need, because I know they have a point guard now, and that's all they were missing last year, but I just don't see them being better than some of the other teams I have high up in the West.
Yeah, pretty much like you said, because I got the Spurs at 12 as well. I'm surprised you actually have them that low. I thought you probably would put them in a play-in, honestly.
I was thinking about it. I just don't see any of the teams in the play-in being bad enough to drop to the Spurs.
I mean, if we're being realistically honest, I mean, if CP3 could just throw like 30 lobs a game to Wemby, I mean, they would be fine, honestly.
I just don't trust the role players around him. I don't think Wemby is that good to carry a team with geriatric CP3.
Yeah, just know the greatest point guard of all time sent him home crying, bro. Just know that.
Steph is the greatest of all time, but I am a Warriors hater because of you, so I'm not gonna agree with you.
Bro, I'm not even biased, for real. Come on. Anyway, who you got at 11?
At 11, this team, it was a coin flip between this and my number 10. I have the Sacramento Kings at number 11.
That low?
Yes.
I
just don't see them working out. I don't see the DeMar DeRozan experiment working out, honestly. There's too many people that can't shoot threes on that team, honestly. And that's all it is.
You won't hate me for my number 11. I know I'm going to catch Steve. I got the Pelicans at 11.
I can't even hate you for that. I want to. I can't even hate you for that.
Because, obviously Zion's, one of the best players when he's not fucking hurt. And they was, a top, 5 team or some shit. But, I mean, they got DeJounte Murray now, which that trade was a surprise, honestly. And, they got CJ McCollum, who's still a good shooter, but, I don't see him,
You don't see him being
Brandon
healthy.
Ingram still on? Yeah. Is Brandon Ingram still on?
Did Ingram leave? I think he left.
Even if he still is, he's 50-50 on when he wants to do good and when he wants to be bad.
Nope, he's still there.
But, it's just they're not consistent enough, But that's why I got 11.
Wait, did he get traded?
Nah. What are you talking about, Ingram?
Yeah, I'm checking.
Yeah, no, he's not. Dude.
Oh, it's a scenario. Bleacher Report has a scenario which has him going to the Brooklyn Nets, and I was about to celebrate if that was the case. But no.
Or you got Joe 10.
Really quickly on the Pelicans, because we're going to talk about them later, but I really don't want to. So, I just feel like with them being healthy, when they're healthy, they're the 1-2 seed. Zion just showed that he is slim. That man is not even fat anymore. So if he stays healthy, if he's even 80% of what he was in 2020 when he was doing really well, then they're one of the best teams in the West, no doubt about it. Especially with DeJounte Murray being here now. Yeah. Okay, we are at my number 10. At my number 10, I have the Los Angeles Clippers.
That's why I got mine at 2. Damn, I honestly thought you had him at top 6. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, with the loss of PG, Kawhi doesn't play the regular season, so we're relying on a Russell Westbrook, James Harden. Well, nope, Russ left, so we're.
Yeah, he went to Denver.
So now we're relying on James Harden. And as much as I
James,
love James Harden, he was averaging
the man,
50 over 18, 19. Nah, he's
bro.
not that anymore.
Yeah,
We're
no,
not going to do
oh, yeah, but honestly, man, I mean, like you said, this man was on a tear, averaging 50 a month, and then let alone started averaging like 40 over the other couple of months. And like, I don't know what happened to that man. I guarantee you, since he's like, I mean, he got Kawhi, but Kawhi plays like 20 games a season. But like, Harden's gonna request a trade this year, promise you, because he's not gonna want to just be there by himself.
I mean, he gets a shot chuck, bro. Who doesn't want to do that?
Yeah,
I feel
but I
like
mean, like,
Harden's gonna be fine. Unlike my number 9, I'm about to upset like 90% of our fan base right now because I have the Lakers at
oh
number
shit,
9.
you actually got him at 9. Oh,
Yes, because LeBron is old. Anthony Davis refuses to become an MVP candidate as much as we want him to, and Bronny James is doing nothing. This team is the definition of mediocre when LeBron is not on top of his game, and I just feel like they're gonna be dangerous because they're dangerous every single year in the postseason, except for when they play Jokic. But as dangerous as they are, I just don't see them being a higher seed. So that's who I have at my number 9.
at my number 9. It might have been a tad bit of bias in it, but I got Golden State Warriors.
You
Only
have
because,
Stephen Curry at number 9.
yes, yes, I do. Don't even worry about it, because look, Curry, right? Greatest point guard of all time, right? When he's hot, right? Then you got, I mean, he gonna need Draymond Green. I mean, I know Donkey Kong can be Donkey Kong sometimes, but like, and then with our young lineup, like especially with JK, if we could just like, if Secret doesn't just bench him like he did that one time, like through that like 2 weeks, bro, we would be chilling. Even though we probably get fucked up from like centers and shit, just playing a small ball like how we won the finals in 2015, playing small ball, we we'd be fine. We'd probably get either lose in a play-in or get swept first round if we even make it. But yeah,
I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this. And this is gonna go on TikTok too. I'm gonna make sure this goes on all our social media platforms. I promise you, this is a promise. I will give the other man in this call $20. I'll give the other man in this call $10 if the Golden State Warriors make the play-in. They will not make the play-in. Stephen Curry is as good as Stephen Curry is. He is not better than most of the teams in the West, and it's really just that simple. They have nobody. You have Jonathan Kuminga, who decided to be good when he cut his hair. You have a WWE superstar, and you have G League players. That's it. I know I'm forgetting some people. No disrespect to the rest of them, but they're just not that good. I'm sorry, Steph. Get a trade to the Lakers. No matter what happens, the Warriors will not be the best team. Well, they will not be a playing team in the Western Conference. That's a promise. Timestamp that.
who you got at number 8?
At number 8, I have the Phoenix Suns.
We got the Phoenix Suns at number 8. What are we doing?
They're old. That's about it.
They're
Old.
okay, LeBron old, and he's still averaging like more than majority of the league.
Okay, look at where LeBron is on my list. He was literally the spot below this. I just don't think the Suns care enough to really lock in for the regular season. They goof around. Kevin Durant does not care about the regular season. Devin Booker might. KD does not. Bradley Beal does not. So I just see them dropping to 8, maybe getting to 7 because of the play-in and then locking it in for the playoffs. But I really just don't see them being dominant in the regular season.
At number 8, I got the Lakers, which I don't see how, especially you put them at what, 9, you said?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, yes, LeBron's kind of on his down years, but like, LeBron will still give you what you need and give you them clutch buckets when you need them. AD, when he decides, like, to not be hurt, that man should be Defense Player of the Year. Fuck Gobert. Should have been last year, but. And then you got, like, AR. You got D'Lo when he's about to get traded. That's the only time when he really good. But like they tend to choke a lot. But like Lakers just gonna be that team for right now. That's gonna barely get in the playoffs or always gonna be in the playoffs. Honestly.
We'll see how it goes because I don't trust these older teams. That's just what it comes out to. I don't trust these older teams in the regular season. With my number 7. If y'all watched the last episode that went up before this on football, y'all know what this means. Hear me out. I'm begging you to hear me out. This is where I have the Houston Rockets. Wait. Before you get him, TJ. Before you get him.
Well, I even knew it because I put it on red too because like he's gonna be right.
They're a young team. They're healthy. They have one of the best young centers in the league. They won it bad after losing to Steph last year and losing their playoff spot to him. There's nobody in their way this year. I think that they use the regular season as a stamping ground to prove their point. I think they play some amazing regular season basketball, and I just have them really high. They're a really exciting, fun team to watch. I believe in the Houston Rockets to make a push and get to that 7 seed. I don't think that they're going to do anything crazy, but I believe in them to get that 7 seed.
Stefan's already crazy.
I think they lose in the play-ins, but I think I trust them enough to get the 7 seed.
All right, number 7, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. In all honesty, because Ja, the best shooter was hurt, or not even just Ja. They had like hella injuries last year. They had like 30 different like starting lineups last year, or whatever they said it was. Whatever it was, they had the most. But like Ja Morant, he'll shut down the schools, when he gets on the court and he's flying with a jetpack everywhere. Then you got Desmond Bain, who I don't know became randomly the greatest role player because he don't deserve that much money. I'll be honest. Then you got JJJ, who's a great defensive player and can shoot if you need him to. But like Grizzlies, just like that young team, like they ain't gonna do nothing crazy like you said with whoever you just said, the Rockets. But like they'll consistently always be in the playoffs. But like Curry still owns the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Curry's not going to make the play-in. At my number 6, I have the Pelicans. I think that if Zion is healthy, I think that if DeJounte Murray really wants to put in that work, I think that nobody's beating this team, and I'm being so serious. I think that this team is one of the harder teams to beat with everybody healthy. I think they're one of the harder teams to beat, even if Zion isn't there, because we saw that they can do well without Zion last year. And they had a Game of the Year contender last year with the Grizzlies. So I just feel like this team, they're a really young team. Again, I think younger teams will do better in the regular season. They're a fun team to watch when Zion's on the court, and this team just consistently gets it done. They're consistently always near the playoffs or the play-in. So I believe in the Grizzlies.
At number 6, this is where I got the Phoenix Suns at. Because like, I mean, you got 3 superstars on the team, even though like if Bradley Beal decides to stop breaking his back every day, like, I mean, even though like they may have trauma, like, because you don't know who's gonna like take that final shot, and they all 3 of them want to like have the ball in their hands. I mean, they could be like how KD, Kyrie, and Harden was when they was in Brooklyn, when they all actually like played for like them 8 games that they all played together and shit. Like, that's dangerous, and they all 3 of them low key like kind of nice on defense. They not have the best, and then you got what's his name, Nurkic, the big guy, the center.
Yep, Nurkic.
Yeah. I mean that man averaged like 10 rebounds a quarter, but yeah, I got the Buns at 6.
I have at number 5 the team that we were just talking about. I have the Grizzlies. I think Ja's one of the best point guards in the league, and we're about to get reminded of it. They have a great surrounding core, and last year was just they had nobody healthy. So I just think that when all the pieces fall together, I think that they can be a really good team. This is the last 2 teams. I could see these last 2 teams. You could really flip. My 9 through 6 can be rotated. So you could easily have the Lakers at number 6 and the Grizzlies at number 9, or you could just as easily have the Suns at 9 and the Lakers at 7 or whatever it is. I just think that this is how it's gonna fall. Injuries, luck, team play. I just think that this is how it's gonna fall this year, but it could easily be flipped around. I think I broke mine up into categories. I think I have the Buns teams. That's 11. That's 12 through 15. I have play-in teams. That's 6 through 11, and then I have the upper echelon, which is 4 through 1.
And my number 5, this is where I got the Sacramento Kings. So like,
Ooh,
I mean
okay.
Kings, like they're finally on that streak. You know, like they're gonna like start doing good again. They always gonna be in the playoffs. It's time, like you know, that they got something good. Like De'Aaron Fox, I almost hated him. If he would have beat my Warriors when we won them 2 years ago and all that, I would have cried. But like,
You saw me. I was the biggest Kings fan. I was about to laugh in your face.
but like Malik Monk getting traded to the Kings is probably the best for his career, honestly. And then Sabonis, don't like you, but he randomly gives you 12 and 10 every game for no reason. But like, and then you got the Martin Rose now. It's like Sean Livingston Jr. honestly.
I think the one's better than Sean Livingston. Honestly.
I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, but hey, Sean Livingston never missed a mid range.
No, I actually believe that for a minute. I actually believe that man never missed a mid range. I actually believe it, bro. I was like, there's no way, because I've watched him miss a mid range. But yeah,
and I feel like our top 4, you can is very versatile. You can put these anywhere else.
Okay, at number 4, I have the reigning Western Conference champs. I have the Dallas Mavericks.
I mean, that's reasonable.
I just feel like, this team they're gonna care less about the playoffs because they just went, they did 16 this past year and they went to the finals. As good as they are, I just think that they're gonna care less and less about the regular season. The better that they get. They got Kyrie, they got Luka, they got Clay, they got DJJ. They just have an amazing supporting class to surround those two main guards, and I just feel like as long as Clay isn't shooting one for an 11 in an elimination game, this team could be very, very dangerous. I just think that they're just gonna be one of those teams again that don't really care about the regular season, because in basketball, the regular season, as long as you handle the teams that you're supposed to and win a couple of those games that you need to, the regular season does not matter as much as in other sports like football.
So at my number 4, may make some of y'all mad, but like I got the Nuggets up. Now hear me out. Jokic, good, really good for no reason. But I mean, like, he knows he's gonna be in the playoffs every year. He knows he's a top player. He he really don't even care about basketball. He care about his horses more anyway. So like, and it's like Michael Porter, he'll average you like 1 assist every 20 games. And Jamal Murray, like, very underrated, but like he gets hurt, when you like need him to be there, or he just doesn't show up when you need him. But like the Nuggets, I mean, they're always gonna be one of the top teams for the next few years.
I tried my best not to interrupt you because I have them one higher at 3 is where I have the Nuggets. I think Mr. Never Said the Rock is gonna get so much better. Jokic, this team has a chip on their back after losing to the Wolves last year. I think they're gonna take that. They're gonna try and take the regular season. I think this could potentially be one of Jokic's best years. I just don't think y'all are gonna give him the MVP because bias, but I think that this is definitely one of the years where you could see a real push from the Nuggets in the regular season. Because they're always good in the regular season. I just think that they're gonna try to stamp their name this year, and I think Michael Porter Jr. averages 3 assists a game. That's my hot take. That's my hot take.
Real hot take on what you said. That first year of Jokic back-to-back MVPs, Embiid should have won it that year. But anyway, at my number 3, this is where I got the Dallas Mavericks.
So we just swapped it.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be a lot, but Mavs at 3, like their chemistry, like when Kyrie got traded, it was kind of off, and they started losing. But then they found their rhythm, got to the chip last year. I mean, unfortunately, Luka just kept complaining about everything, which kind of probably brought them down. But like, this Luka's revenge tour. I think he said he's gonna have another daughter, so when he has that kid, that's when he goes off. And Clay now, I hate you. should have had some MVP talk last year, and you got the Twin Towers down in the paint. And look, he's too selfish for the team. Go there, he's either gonna get choked out or get everybody sick or start something. And then Cat,
too much on my board.
and then Cat, after all that playing, he ain't gonna want to play.
After all of that.
Yeah, but then I got OKC at 1. SGA had like the most specifically 31-point game. I don't know why you would stop at that number all the time, but like SGA, you got Chet, you got both of them Jalen. This is what you would say with the Rockets. Just a young team who can do a lot of things. Young teams finna not do good in the playoffs, but they gonna get it done. OKC, they gonna lose in the Western Conference Finals.
And that is it for our NBA Western Conference predictions. We're gonna have a lot of content come to you in these next couple of days. Yesterday, the NFL predictions for the AFC were posted. Today, we clearly have NBA. Later this week, this will be a solo project. I will be covering the predictions for Bash at Berlin after Monday Night Raw, just so the card can be a bit more clear. I don't think any matches going to be added. I just want to be safe. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a Bash in Berlin review. Just me again, because UNL when school starts back for me, that's when UNL and I will start never doing content. We just think it's better to do it in person. So I will cover that by myself coming up these next couple of days. And then later after that, we will have our finales to the NFL preseason predictions. And at that following week, that week where I start school, the week of the 30th, we will wrap up our NFL content, and that will also be the week where the WWE stuff comes out, the post show, and we will also have something very special